Here are the top 10 best Leprechaun franchise kills. So the kills with the most points of the franchise. So for any kills that have the same amount of points, I just put which kill I like better above it. So let's get started. At number 10 is Loretta from Leprechaun 3. She gets her body parts inflated, and then she blows up. So, 2 points for how bloody it is, 3 points for how believable it is, just because, yeah, she's gonna die, but, like, things like her body wouldn't get inflated, so it's not all believable. But 5 points for how creative it is. It's a creative kill. 2 points for how surprising it is. She's kind of mean in the movie. You can kind of guess she's gonna die. But 3 points for how scary it is. It's a pretty scary kill. So Loretta comes out to a total of 15 points at number 10. Number 9 is Max Bodyguard from Leprechaun 6. Oh my god. The leprechaun points and gets a hole in his chest. Shoots a hole in his chest, pretty much. So, 3 points for how bloody it is, 5 points for how believable it is. Hole in the chest, someone's gonna die from that. 3 points for how creative it is. It's kind of creative, just because it's kind of like a shot. It's kind of like a gunshot without a gun, so it's kind of creative. 2 points for how surprising it is. It's not that surprising that the bad guy's guard dies in the movie. But 3 points for how scary it is. It's still a pretty scary kill. Hole in the chest. It's pretty scary. So, Max Bodyguard comes out to a total of 16 points at number 9. Number 8 is Mitch from Leprechaun 3. He gets electrocuted by a sex bot. So, 0 points for bloodiness. There's no blood. But 5 points for how believable it is. He gets electrocuted to death. 5 points for how creative it is. Electrocuted by a sex bot. That's creative. 2 points for how surprising it is. Again, like with Loretta, he's mean in the movie, so it's not surprising that he dies. But 4 points for how scary it is. It's still a very scary kill. Gets electrocuted. It's scary. So, Mitch comes out to a total of 16 points at number 8. Number 7 is Matt from Leprechaun Returns. He gets decapitated with he gets decapitated by his own drone. So 3 points for how bloody it is. There's blood. Head gets cut off. Blood. 5 points for how believable it is. Again, head gets cut off. He's gonna die from that. 2 points for how creative it is. Not a lot creative. It's just creative because it's a decapitation with a drone instead of like an axe or a chainsaw or whatever. 3 points for how surprising it is. It's kind of surprising that he dies. He's kind of mean in the movie, so it's kind of surprising. And 3 points for how scary it is. It's a pretty scary kill, getting decapitated by your own drone. Number 6 is Fazio from Leprechaun 3. He gets trapped in a box. Leprechaun puts a chainsaw to him and cuts him in half. So, 3 points for how bloody it is. Blood squirts out as he's cutting the box, and blood is coming out when he opens up the box when he's done. 5 points for how believable it is. Gets cut in half with a chainsaw, like down the middle, or down his chest. He's gonna die from that. 3 points for how creative it is. It's kind of creative, because he gets cut in half with a chainsaw, so it's a little creative. 3 points for how surprising it is. You don't expect that he's gonna die in front of a group of people, so it's kind of surprising. And 3 points for how scary it is. He's screaming, he's getting killed by a chainsaw. It's very scary. So Fazio comes out to a total of 17 points at number 6. Number 5 is stray bullet from Leprechaun in the Hood. The Leprechaun makes him shoot himself in the chin, so 2 points for how bloody it is. It's kind of bloody. It's got some blood coming from the chin. 5 points for how believable it is. Gets shot in the chin, so it's believable. 2 points for how creative it is. It's him only getting shot, so not a lot of creative. But 5 points for how surprising it is. You don't expect any of the 3 guys to die, and 2 of them die in the movie. And 4 points for how scary it is. It's a very tense, scary kill. Leprechaun makes him shoot himself. So stray bullet comes out to a total of 18 points at number 5. Number 4 is the barista from Leprechaun 2. He gets steam on his face, and his face cracks open. So 2 points for how bloody it is, 5 points for how believable it is. Steam on the face, cracks open his head. 5 points for how creative it is. Death by steam, that's very creative. 2 points for how surprising it is, because he's making fun of the Leprechaun, and he's kind of mean, so it's not that surprising. But 4 points for how scary it is. Again, death by steam, it's a slow, kind of agonizing death. So the barista comes out to a total of 18 points at number 4. Number 3 is Jenny from Leprechaun Origins. Are you kidding me? She gets an axe in her face by her friend. So 3 points for how bloody it is. It's pretty bloody. 5 points for how believable it is. Axe in the face. That'll kill you. 2 points for how creative it is. It's not that creative just because it's just an axe to the face. But 5 points for how surprising it is because her friend kills her instead of the Leprechaun. So it's very surprising. And 3 points for how scary it is. It's a pretty scary kill, axe to the face. So Jenny comes out to a total of 18 points at number 3. Number 2 is Ozzy from Leprechaun Returns. The Leprechaun punches out of his torso. So 3 points for how bloody it is. There's guts, blood coming out. 5 points for how believable it is. He has a big hole in his stomach. 3 points for how creative it is. It's kind of creative, just because something is coming out of the stomach. 4 points for how surprising it is. You don't expect a legacy character from the first movie to die. And 4 points for how scary it is. It's one of the scariest kills of the movie and of the franchise, because it's just so horrific. But the number 1 best, most pointed kill of the Leprechaun franchise is Watson from Leprechaun Back to the Hood. He has his heart ripped out of him by the Leprechaun. 2 points for how bloody it is. There's some blood. 5 points for how believable it is. Heart ripped out. I mean, of course he's gonna die. 4 points for how creative it is. Heart getting ripped out. That's pretty creative. 4 points for how surprising it is. You don't expect this guy to die. You don't expect the Leprechaun to rip out his heart for sure. So it's pretty surprising. And 5 points for how scary it is. It's very scary. Heart ripped out of him. That's a very scary kill. So Watson comes out to a total of 20 points as the number 1 best, most pointed Leprechaun franchise kill. And now we're done with the Leprechaun franchise. Finally. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was. Some movies were pretty bad. But now we're done with the Leprechaun franchise. And you'll find out what franchise I'll do next week. Thanks for watching.